Good morning, students. Today we will start with associative property. Now, this property states that if you take three or more numbers and you associate them in whatever manner, associate means you do grouping. Suppose I am taking three numbers 4, 2 and 6 and I am adding. What we have to do first, let's start with addition. Now we have to add them, so you can associate it, like you can do grouping of first two numbers, you can add these two numbers first and the result will be added to third numbers, and then again if you do another association or another grouping, then suppose now we are adding last two number first and then we are adding it to first number, then the result will be same. Now we have to add 4, 2 and 6. So first we will add 4 plus 2, that is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Then we will add last two numbers first, that is 2 plus 6 is 8 and 4 plus 8 will be 12. So in associative property, as you know, it will work for addition. Now similarly you can check for subtraction, multiplication and division also, and then you will see that associative property works only for addition and multiplication. It doesn't work for subtraction and division. Now you can check for, like here I have taken three numbers 2, 4 and 3. First I am multiplying 2 with 4. 2 4s are 8 into 3, 24. Now instead of multiplying first two numbers, if I start with last two numbers, same numbers I have taken 2, 4 and 3. Now if I again multiply it, this will be 4 3s are 12 and 2 12s are 24. So again our result is same. Similarly you can take some more examples and then you will conclude that associative property will only work for addition and multiplication. It doesn't work for subtraction and division. Now next is distributive property. As the name suggests, distributed. So you have to, let's take this example. We have to multiply 4 with x plus 6. Now first we will multiply 4 with x, then we will multiply 4 with 6. This will be 4 into x, 4x, 4 6 are 24. This is the distributive property. Now if I take example of rational numbers, so I can take any rational numbers. Now here I have to multiply a by b with c by d and e by f. So first I will multiply a by b with c by d and then we will multiply a by b with e by f. Now in questions you will get your question in this form. This format will be given to you. In distributive property you have to use, what you will do, you will see the common rational number. Here what is common? A by b is common. A by b is multiplied by c by d and a by b is multiplied with e by f. So what we can do, we can take a by b as a common rational number. Now what is left? C by d is left plus e by f. Why? Because I have taken a by b common. Now what is left? C by d plus e by f. So like this question will be given to you. You have to take the common part and then you can do first addition and then multiply it with the rational number. Or subtraction could be given here. Then again take it common and then minus sign will come here. Now next property is additive inverse. Now in additive inverse, in addition, inverse of addition, like we have done, addition inverse is subtraction. So that is what you have to do. You have to just change the sign. Means what you will do, you will convert a positive into negative, or if a negative is given to you, you have to convert that into positive. Now suppose a rational number p by q is given to you, you have to just change the sign. Now here it is positive, so this will be converted into minus p by q. Or if a negative number is given to you, or a negative rational number, suppose minus a by b is given to you, so negative will be converted into positive. So minus a by b becomes plus a by b. So Additive inverse. So inverse of positive is negative and inverse of negative is a positive number, and if you add both positive and negative, then what you will get? We will get 0. So this is called identity. So in additive inverse, 0 is the identity, because if we add a positive and a negative number, we will get 0, the sum. Now a by b plus minus a by b means adding a rational number and its additive inverse will give us the 0. Therefore, the 0 is called the identity for the addition of rational numbers. Next is multiplicative inverse. Now, multiplicative inverse, inverse of multiplication is division. So, multiplication in what multiplicative inverse we have to do reciprocal. So, suppose a rational number p by q is given to us. So, reciprocal of p by q will be q by p. Now let's take in numbers. Suppose a rational number 2 by 3 is given to you. So its reciprocal will be 3 by 2. Or just suppose 3 is given to you. So its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by 3. Or 1 by 3 is given to you. So multiplicative inverse will be 3. Now again there we were adding positive and negative number. So here if we multiply them, that will give us 1. So we can say that 1 is the multiplicative identity for rational numbers. Means the product of 1 and a rational number is the rational number itself. Now if I take a, so multiplicative identity will be a into reciprocal of a. Reciprocal of a will be 1 by a. So a into 1 by a will give us 1. So these are the properties that will be used in your chapter rational numbers.